How's it going? Oh, okay. How's it going? um, Welcome to Chaos Child. This series with psychological I can't say that P word, but I do like anime, kind of like that. Gives you brain teaser and with twists and turns and everything. But let's watch this. Let's watch this intro, which is awesome. I might watch Chaos Head again. And then watch Chaos Child too. I mean, I really do like this the series. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna um watch Chaos Head and then Chaos Child out of this. I mean, out of that. I probably do Chaos Child before Chaos Head. But I don't know. I should watch Chaos Child or Chaos. But anyways, like I said, I really like the the kinds of anime that kind of have like a thriller, psychological thriller with it, you know, because it's really awesome. Well, not awesome. It's like kind of like a brain teaser. So, without further ado, let's get into this. November 6th, 2009, AD, 10:28 p.m. Oh, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and if you like this stream, just fire that like button. If you like, no pressure. And good morning to everyone. And let's get into this. I bet we could be be like halfway through this game, probably today. So let's do this. And yeah, cause I got a fire in my belly, and I'm ready to dive into this. Let's do this. Okay. Alright. It came without warning. Okay, it came without warning. Kinda. Yeah, it came without warning. Man, I love games like this that's adopted by the anime. It was a magnitude. Wait, that's when. Yeah, I definitely gotta watch Chaos Head again. I didn't watch the Chaos Child. It depends which came first. This disaster reduced one of the Tokyo's busiest downtown areas to nothing in a single night. The high-rise building that had birthed so many trends and fads collapsed, as if nothing given upon their role in society. Black fire spread through the city as individuals fell into the grip of the crowd. Psychology. Their terror was magnified. Combined, all of these things took many lives. The final death toll was 3,851. The final number injured 30,927. This event will later be known as the Shibuya earthquake. Even in all the destruction, people still suffered the most in their hearts. Some who had lost their families came together to share resolve, while others who had been forced to watch their friends die were driven by guilt to take their own lives. Which is bad, as the baby was miraculously reunited with its parents after 72 hours. A child in an evacuation shelter asked her dad, "When's mommy coming home?" He had no answer. Some warning made it to the hospitals by looking at real-time updates on the web. Others saw people on the internet talking about the disaster as if it were a movie, and were driven mad. A homeless man was saved from malnutrition by an organized volunteer group. But at the same time, a middle school boy punched a self-centered volunteer who came to Shibuya to find himself in a face. It was the first time in that boy's life he ever been violent. The psychological toll was incredible, and many of the survivors would later manifest symptoms similar to those associated with PTSD. The young were hit the hardest, and before long, the cause of the symptoms was given the name the Chaos Child Syndrome. Rebuilding happened at a feverish pitch never seen before. It felt inappropriate to say, hang in there, but people felt that somebody had to do something. The new slogan was Shibuya, a city reborn, and no amount of money or manpower was spared in the aid in the endeavor. The whole town was in a grip of a fever. In private, a leader of the redevelopment efforts said, "This may sound unkind, but this frenzy feels like a town bearing its grief by holding a festival." Building codes were rigorously evaluated with an eye toward earthquake engineering. Sorry, guys. Perhaps an effort to emphasize the city's safety. Security cameras were put up all over town. Shibuya would become a place where everyone could live in peace. But at the same time, a rumor began to spread about the earthquake. Something about this earthquake doesn't make sense. There were no aftershocks, and the damage had spread in a strange way. Harajuku and Abyssal areas only a kilometer away from Shibuya suffered few casualties and even fewer collapsed buildings. This damage pattern had never been observed in any prior earthquake, and so more than a few pundits claimed the Shibuya earthquake must have been artificial. More than anything, some of the survivors all said the same things. I saw a white light. I heard a sound like a ringing in my ears. Too many people experienced this for anyone to laugh it off, but no cause of those phenomenon was ever found. It was just more evidence to those who believed that something about the earthquake had been wrong. Then 6 years after the strange earthquake in 2015, something else was about to attract attention in the reborn city of Shibuya. Chaos Child. I really like this anime. um, for I gotta catch up with the Chaos Head, and then after that I gotta watch Chaos Child after that. Yep. Yep. But happy Sunday, everyone. Hope everybody's having a great day. Just let's dive into this September September 17th to 2015 Sunday night.
はい。ではいつも通り3分くらい募集をかけるんで適当によろです。
Okay. I'm going to take the 3 minutes for questions. Get to it. The second he spoke, the comment box started to fill. Yuma Tani watched it for a few seconds and then saw the request. When does Haru tell us she's dating somebody? He smiled to himself. Yeah. Haruko something or other. She was fine.
よし。
Satisfied, Otani got up to get some snacks, like he always did. He lived in one-bedroom condo located 8 minutes from Shibuya Station. Cost 150,000 yen per month. That's a lot of money. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Yep. Okay. Do anybody got a favorite anime that they like the most? So let me know in live chat. List them how you want.
来年にはもうちょっと便利なところに引っ越すか。
What? Then he got addicted to drugs that made him sleepy, but then nothing else. Huh. Once seen only darkness in his future, he planned to unalive himself. Yeah. Hmm. Heavens, goodness, parents. Huh. Wow. Okay, okay, people. What I'm about to say is true. Okay, what I'm about to say is, don't give up on your dreams, guys. Just keep, just keep at it, work at it, and then work hard. You know, and then the results will be really good. Like it'll be exponential. Like really, 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 really awesome. Just, just don't give up on your dreams. You know. Hmm.
アットちゃんにもたまには本当のことが書かれてるもんだ。チーズでいいか。
Yeah. Well, the thing about cheese is it's really weird. Okay. The only time I'll eat cheese is on a pizza or in the hot pocket, which is pizza, which is really weird. And I don't eat cheese on my burgers or my sandwiches or eggs or anything on it. Or I don't eat mac and cheese. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think it's not it's not something like that. It's just that I just don't eat cheese on eggs or sandwiches or burgers. Only pizza and hot pockets, and it's kind of weird. Do you guys think it's weird? I mean, I don't know. It's hold on. It's really how my taste buds is like really weird. I really don't know what to do. Not to do. I mean, like, not to think of it. But yeah. Oh, there's an anime that I really recommend y'all watching. Is The King's Game. Because that anime will, like, how should I put this? This game would change your lives. It's like in the anime another, but it's really, 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 really gruesome. So it's about high school students getting hooked in not hooked, but roped in the king's game. So they have to go to do certain things for the king. If they don't do it, let's just say something bad happens to them. So, but we're recommended to kids under 18. So watch at your own risk and everything. Just just don't watch it if you're under 18, because that series is only for 18 and up. Because when I first saw King's Game, I was like really shocked. Not shocked, I was like watching it normally. I was like, huh, ouch. So, yeah. So, hope everybody's having a great Sunday. I am too. Just woke up a while ago, you know. Hmm. Then I learned that I can see the future. Future. Let me stop. He took out a knife and to cut the cheese. There was a strange sound.
Huh?
Eh? He thought he just imagined it when. Knock, 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 knock. He heard it again. It was coming from the door. His door, to be exact. Someone was clearly knocking on his door.
Huh? 密林か?
Yeah, it may be jungle. Suspicious, he walked toward the door to answer, then checked the clock. It was 11:41 p.m. Not exactly normal delivery hours.
なんだよ。つか、生放送中だっつうの。
Yeah, man, he's streaming right now. He tried to ignore it. But the knocking continued. It was the same rhythm, at the same pace. Guys, what would you do in this situation? I would definitely freaking rip the door open and say, "What?" As if the visitors' goal wasn't to come inside, but simply to make that sound. Oh, Donnie felt a bit creeped out. He decided to go to the intercom camera and see who it was, but then realized that would be pointless. Sorry about that, guys. Only two auto-locking door on the first floor had a camera. The door to Tony's room on the fifth floor had an intercom, but no camera. Why does it have no camera? I don't know. I mean, it will save lives. It save lives if it did. Then the police could, you know, see who it was to.
くそ。つか、用ならインターホン押せよ。
Yeah. Same rhythm, guys. Same rhythm.
酔っ払いか？
Alright, Tony. Son, you don't want to go there. You don't want to open the door. Something might come after you. Oh boy. He's seen this door a million times, but suddenly it looks somewhat different. Someone he didn't know was on the other side of the wall, demanding entry in the middle of the night. Somehow, this made the door seem intimidating. Oh, Tony, son, thought he might look through the peephole to see who was outside. He was then disgusted to find himself too scared to get close to the door. Wait, the intercom didn't have a camera, but it did have a microphone. He turned toward the living room so he could use the intercom and find out what they wanted. Oh, Teddy-san, it's me. Sorry to come by so suddenly. He stopped when he heard that voice. This is really getting scary, everyone. It's me. I'm very sorry to bother you at this hour. Otani-san tried to remember who the speaker was, but found he couldn't. But for the tone of the voice and the words, they probably weren't a real weirdo. Ooh, scary music. When they said, I'm sorry, it sounded like they really mean it. Any grunts, too. Otani-san laughed, sighed softly with relief, and then realized he was still carrying the knife he had when using to cut the cheese. So that means Otani-san got a weapon, just in case something goes wrong. It suddenly felt stupid to feel so nervous. He quickly laid the knife down on top of the sink.
はいはい、今開けます。どちら様ですか？
It's me. Don't you remember? The voice simply repeated itself. But who are you? Otani-san whispered to himself as he opened the door. Never open door to someone. Guys, it could be a stranger or a robber. Never do it. Otani narrowed his eyebrows at the people standing there. He looked them up and down, and then looked at their faces again, which is really scary. Their eyes met.
あんたら、どこのどなた？
Oh, jeez. Otani suddenly felt a piercing headache. Like I said, don't open the door to anyone, guys, at night. Otani-san closed his eyes and put his head right up to his temple. He could feel the blood pounding in his veins through his fingers. He staggered and quickly put his other hand against the wall to keep from falling over. the pain was like the old days when he'd overdosed on antidepressants, but much more intense. He grit his teeth again. The pain and the dug his nails into the wall that was holding him up. As he waited for the pain in his fingers to help dull the pain in his mind. Mr. Otani-san, are you okay? He heard a voice he'd heard many times before and felt a concerned hand on his shoulder.
ああ、大丈夫。最近たまにあるんだ。
Well, overwork perhaps. You've been busy lately. You shouldn't push yourself too hard. Yes, just it's about balance, everyone, in life.
相変わらず心配性だな、お前は。大丈夫だよ。さあ、入ってくれ。
He opened his mouth as wide as he could and moaned, trying to ease the pain as he let his important guest inside. Wait, so they're empire vampires? I mean, I don't know. As he turned his back on his guest, he told himself that it had been a long time since he had seen them, or maybe not, or maybe not. It couldn't have been more than 2 months since they last met. Huh, 2 months. It only felt long because he wanted to see them so badly. Yeah, I felt long.
そうだ。せっかく来てもらったのにすまん。生放送中なんだよ。
Yeah, he's streaming. Huh. Oh, oh, don't worry about us.
いや、お前ら相手にそういうわけにもいかないだろう。ん？
Hmm. What's wrong?
いや、なんでもない。
Blade, what's it got to do? Jeez. Oh, jeez, guys. That's strange, he told himself as he pushed down with more force. He got into the surface and it made an unpleasant sound he never heard before, but no matter how hard he pushed, it wouldn't go no further. Confused, he yanked the knife back and forth like a saw, but only cut it slightly deeper. Okay, guys. This part is really graphic. I suggest all the kids and everybody, well, all the kids don't watch this part. It was as if there was something hard against the cheese. Well, hard inside the cheese. Even though he only had just taken it out of the fridge. It was slightly warm. Well, dude, that's not what you're cutting. Irritated, he slammed the handle of the knife against the cheese. It's not the cheese, dude. But all it did was bash it in a little. He couldn't cut through it. I'll help you. His guests must have heard the sound because they rushed over. They had another knife. When they get that out, when did they get that out? There's a trick to cutting this thing. They put the knife up against the cheese and began to move it with a pressed hand. It sounds like your work is going well. They smiled at Otoni-san. Their voices slightly low. Otoni-san realized that they were trying to keep their voices from being picked up by the streaming microphone and lowered his voice as well.
ああ。
He grinned and nodded. His guest introduced him to a firm that handled advertising space for popular websites, which had been giving him regular work. His reputation had quietly spread throughout the small web advertisement industry, and soon he was getting more and more offers.
流行を予想することが肝なこの仕事は天職だよ。出来レースみたいなもんだ。
Then why do these dreams?
一言では言いづらいな。強いて言えば自分がどこまでいけるか試したいみたいな感じなんだけど。
That's right. His power wasn't meant to be wasted on jobs that anyone could.
誰も経験したことないから誰かに聞くってわけにいかないだろ。だから自分でやれるだけやってみたいっつうかってかっこよすぎかこれは。
He is right about it. No, he's not. No, it's wonderful. I think, and done. After he smacked it a few times, the cheese was a little funny looking, but even slices were lined up neatly on the plate.
"悪いな、働かせて。
It's nothing. Go on, I'll wait until your stream is finished."
ああ、冷蔵庫の中適当に見繕ってくれていいから。ああ、静かにな。
Otani took his cheese back to his seat and saw a flood of comments reading. "He's late, and did he locked off?" "Oh, that is not... This is... Guys, it's gonna hit the... How should I say this? In a territory which is horror. What should have only been 3 minutes had turned into more than 15. O'Donnell put a bite of cheese in his mouth and began to chew loudly. Man, I want to eat cheese like
申し訳
that.
ない。この安売りセールしていたチーズがありえないくらい硬くて。
He apologized to the camera, remembering to keep up the act of being poor and starving. And as he hoped, the comments started to come in. This is weird. I heard you have new hobbies. Reported this podcast will end soon. Ooh. Otani-san's face took a confused expression. The comments were strange. He thought there might be something on the camera, but he turned around and saw only his fake poor room.
Eh, どうしました?
He spoke into the camera, but the comments still didn't make any sense, and they were coming in faster. Maybe there was a problem with the camera. He reached his right hand and out toward it. In an instant, his headache was back. It was the same pain as before, no worse. He closed his eyes and jerked forward, banging his head against the desk. But the pain in his head was so bad that he didn't even feel it. He tried to hold his head in his hands, but for some reason his right hand wouldn't move. So instead, he pushed his other hand up against his temple. It felt squishy. The vein was incredibly swollen. It felt like rubber. And each time he felt his blood pulse through it, there was an unpleasant sensation in his fingers. He stepped his feet against the floor, hoping to find some small escape from the pain. was then that he realized he was crying. He could feel the tears coming from his eyes. The pain was moving there now, too. Unable to bear it, he opened his eyes. Oh, these guys. He gasps. Those scenes appeared in front of him like some kind of awful magic trick. He suddenly heard the sound of something wet dripping onto the floor. His eyes reflexively turned towards it. His right arm was gone at the elbow, and the stump was gushing blood. There was a pool of it on the floor, and the sound he heard was the new blood splattering into it. Yeah, you know.
Huh?
Oh, Tony-chan didn't understand what had happened to him. What is going on? He just gone to check on the knock at the door. The pain screamed within him. Any sense of pain that would remain of his right arm as overcome by the pain in his head. He felt nothing from his arm at all, though he saw the blood dripping to the floor. What the hell was going on? He blinked and forced his aching eye. Oh, jeez. Yeah. On top of his desk, he found the rest of his arm. It was sitting on a plate. At first, it looked like it was still in one piece, but it wasn't. It was neatly sliced into uniform pieces. Each piece was about a centimeter wide, and the slices moved neatly toward his fingers. They sat upon the plate, and roughly his arm's original shape, which is disgusting. Miraculously, he saw there was no on the tip of his index finger. He still doesn't understand that it was really his own arm. But sheer disgust of what he saw caused him to leap out his chair. What was this? What kind of prank was this? The contents of his stomach flooded into his mouth, and he vomited. The pink fluid splashed against the desk. Ugh. He saw something solid in the middle of it. It was a thumb. Wait, what? A thumb? It was covered in bite marks, saliva, and stomach acid, but horribly, you remember it. What? When had he put that into his mouth? Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. In his pain-filled mind, he suddenly heard a sound he never heard before. Crickets. Crickets. Each time he heard the sound, the pain in his head got worse. Yeah, like I said, this anime is a thriller. He turned towards the camera, hoping for an answer to what was happening. But of course, there was none to be found. The screen was still filling with comments, but his eyes were filled with tears for him to read them. As the whole world turned red, Otani-san didn't even realize that his lips were turning purple. He was turning into a zombie. His lips had turned purple from lack of oxygen, but stained with red from his severed thumb, which he had chewed himself. Ugh. As he tried to fight the pain, he began to fall unconscious, and tears fell from his eyes. The tears seemed pink to him. Otani-san was weeping blood. He died, still facing the camera. His guest watched the chain of events unfold, then silently headed for the door. Just before they left the room, goodbye. They said as if nothing at all was wrong, and shut the door. Huh. Why do I keep doing that? September 19th, 2015, Friday night. Mamoru Naji had finished her concert. Like always, she stayed behind to help put away the instruments, even helped to clean up the audience seats, even though that was the concert hall's job. Only after all that was done could she take a break. There wasn't much time left for her solo streets concert, but she still had to help in ways. She'd always been like that. Even if it wasn't her responsibility, she couldn't help but get involved. It was like in the middle school when one of her friends who wasn't as good at studying asked her for the test notes, or in high school when a girl she knew asked her how to make Valentine's chocolate for a boy she really liked. She stayed up so many nights. Her own test grades were worse than her friends, and she didn't have even anyone to give chocolate to on Valentine's Day. In the end, it was the other person's responsibility, not hers, but
要はヘタレなんだろうな。
yeah, like she said. Monet was at heart scared of not doing everything she could, even if everything was her responsibility. The concert today was another big success. Sure, it was a tiny room that could only fit only 150 people or so, sitting room only. But the tickets were sold 3,000 yen, high for a band with an amateur vocalist like her. And they still sold out instantly. It was bizarre how excited the crowd was. She heard sobs during the ballad, and during one of the high-tempo songs, the audience had stood up all the way to the back row.
ありえない。
She felt a chill and hugged herself tightly. It's not that her band wasn't popular. They started out in Nikanaya singing category and had kept going by doing covers of popular anime songs. It helped that her face, which had earned her the nickname Scarecrow in school, could look really good when she wore makeup. And all of them put on ridiculous costumes and acted like idiots. Some people would enjoy that. Videos of her concerts and performances pulled a decent number of views online. But Takanagi noticed the vast majority of people looking at the videos were people who come to her concerts. People who experienced that insane intensity were going back to the videos to try and feel it again. And Takayanagi knew that they probably wouldn't feel even 1% of it.
ありえないよ。
The ticket prices and audience sizes were one thing, but the strangest thing to her was their eyes. Their eyes pierced right through her, unblinking. They were like pets, totally dependent on their master. The meaning of the lyrics began to take over their lives, and they'd never been questioned it.
やっぱり私の声はおかしいんだ。
When she first realized that this was happening, she tried to quit the band. Even if she could, she at least wanted to stop doing the live shows where people heard her directly. But the others around her wouldn't let that happen. Your voice is amazing, they would tell her. They forced her to keep singing, even as the concerts began to terrify her. Takayanagi tried to get out of it, but in the end, she kept giving it. She owed her fellow band members for getting in to play dull girl like her into the music. And after a while, part of her managed to have fun. But in the end, Takanagi lacked the tiny bit of courage needed to break out of the cycle. She forced herself to get up and head toward the street concert, which she didn't really want to do. She received an email. She read it slowly.
So...
She almost dropped her smartphone. She read it again and again, trying to control her shaking hands. It was nothing special, just a simple message about one of the songs she made. Good song, keep it up. Takanagi tried to stop tears but couldn't. The band will get too many messages like this to count, especially after concerts. She knew it was rude, but to be honest, she was sick of them. But this email address wasn't for her band. It was one for a site where she had anonymously uploaded the original songs. In other words, whoever sent this message had come to her concerts. They never heard her voice live or felt its strange power. But they had still said they liked her song.
マジですか?
Wiping away tears that wouldn't stop, she quickly wrote a response. That makes me really happy. Thank you. Even after she sent it, she kept crying for a while. She hadn't cried this much since the earthquake. And then she stood up. She took her costumes for the day's concert out of her bag, battered them up, and threw them in the trash. It was a white caped outfit worn by some angel character, some anime. Certain fans really loved it, but she didn't care about it at all. She took a wet towel off a nearby table and violently wiped away her makeup. She was never wearing another cape or putting on makeup to look like an anime character again. Never, she said aloud. She realized she was more excited than she ever been before. And then she started to realize what she wanted to do.
いっそのこと渋谷を離れるってのもありか。どうせいろいろゴタゴタしちゃうんだろうし。
What would happen if she was going to quit the band? It caused trouble for a lot of people, definitely. Her band was scheduled to play in the Restoration Festival But even so, she never wanted to sing at another concert.
いつもストリートライブをやってる道は常連さんとかち合っちゃまずいから避けて。大丈夫か、この顔だし。
She laughed and kissed her smartphone.
やばい、楽しい。
She couldn't wait to get home and started fiddling with her music. Over the web, she could really share her music with others. As long as they weren't hearing her voice live, it would be fine. If she just played a recording from a speaker, for example.
小型のスピーカーなら家にもあったな。
That's right. She'd leave Shibuya, and then she had a few more songs. She could record them and play them at the street concert. That speaker was small enough that she could fit it under her clothes to fool people. It would be rude to do the same song every time, so each time she re-recorded at home. Oh no, not to knock again. There was a knock at the door. One of the staffers, maybe.
あ、もう出ますから。
She smiled and answered them. Okay, guys. This is starting to become a pattern. Okay. Now that she thrown away her clothes, her bag was lighter than she ever imagined could be. The lightness made her think about the future. She was happy. There goes that knock again.
はいはい。
Taki and Nagi happily danced toward the door, completely ignorant of what was on the other side. September 19th, 2015, Friday night. Shortly after she finished, she was walking through Shibuya. She had a lamp and dragged one leg behind her as if she was injured. Her bangs were unnaturally long. Most of her face was covered by them. She wore a dark-colored dress that seemed to melt into the night, and above it, a bright red cardigan. Her chest, arms, and legs were almost completely covered, despite the fact that the night was still warm. She wore gloves, as if it were sin to show any skin at all.
ああ、ごめんなさい。
She ran into a couple coming at a hotel and staggered slightly. But she didn't even look at the people she ran into. She looked down and disappeared into the streets of Shibuya.
誰？決めな。
ねえ、今の人の顔見た？
んだよ。
気持ち悪い。何あれ？何？あの目。
digital natives. For example, let's say you're a kid in middle school. Do you know what? Most would say yes, or I heard of it. Well, instead by eliminating the DQ and who say they've never heard of it. Next, you ask, well, what is it? Next, we eliminate those poor fools who said it's something about a cat in a box, right? Or there's this cat, but you don't know if it's alive or dead, right? Or maybe they said there's a cat in a box, and next to it there's a device that may or may not give off poison gas. You don't know if it's a cat's alive or dead until you open the box. Everybody knows that. We can eliminate those show-offs as well. Anybody for those goofies are wrong, Cider. The right answer will be to describe the experiment and then say it was a thought experiment proposed by a scrutiner to criticize the quantum mechanical theory that state collapse only occurs after human observation. But barely anyone can do that. Now imagine that I'm the only guy who's still in high school who knows that scrutiner got the idea after extended letters with Einstein. I hate wrong ciders. I taken a break from investigating the two incidents that had occurred recently in Shibuya and was paging through some at channel blog. Aggregators for a change of pace. As always, articles about bad idols and corporations with terrible work environments for getting tons of hits. It was hard to believe that the crash of 15, a huge news story that had just happened this month, was already off the front pages. Did the people reading and commenting on these sites realize that everything they read about corporations and idols was carefully controlled? Did they know most of the big aggregator sites are corporations too? Did they realize that the comments were all manipulated to go one direction or another? Kids our age are living in a world where all the information you could ever want was right at your fingertips. To those of us in the enlightened generation, ignorance was the worst sin. The ignorant were self-righteous, easily manipulated, and eager to push their paper thin worldview into others. They were nothing but nuisance. The worst of the lot were those so-called otaku. I couldn't stand otaku. They were wrong-siders. Take the picture on the cover of this magazine. It was from the Blood Tune. Any otaku who just watched it for the cute characters was a loser. There was no point in watching the show if you're going to ignore its deeper themes. I couldn't stand people who still held to the old-fashioned idea that only otaku watch anime, but people who ignore the show themes and just watch it for the cutscenes were even worse. They were ignoring the implicit social criticism hidden in...
Nani?
What? I stared at the magazine in amazement. Specifically, I stared at the box that had listed the next episode previews. The text says that Eren was missing.
Bakaka!
Idiot. Damn it. I let my guard down because I knew this episode was written by the guy who wrote the original manga.
この原作者は原作のことが分かっていない。
How could you How could you remove Eren from the story halfway through, not keeping her around bringing all the eternal drama that had been built up so far to a halt? God damn it. So much for my change of pace. I knew I had work to do on the case, but I put it away because I couldn't find any link between the two crimes. I thought for a moment and took my magazine from its secret stash. It was an issue of an older magazine called Cool Cat Press. People called it a dating guide for normals, written by someone who never dated a girl in his life, but you'd be surprised.
女性が必ず落ちる告白の言葉?
Stupid. I knew it was stupid. But when I ran into an internet search for the number one phrase, nothing came back. And that was the thing. The fact that it didn't show up on the internet meant to me that it was worth something.
「誠に勝手なのですが、好きになってもいいですか?」
何を?
She was behind him.
何してんだ?
I told you.
おのえ、お前いつ?
I hid my favorite magazine behind my back and tried to calm my racing heart. Even if we've known each other since we were kids, don't just come in like that.
ノックしたよ。てか、何その雑誌、面白いの？
なんでもない。
I couldn't let it find out. This was bad.
どうしたんだよ。なんで制服着てるんだ。帰ったんじゃないのか。
Serica frowned.
今日の部活で事件のこと調べてこいって言ったのタコじゃん。
Huh? That's right.
はい、これ追加の現場周りの画像データ。
Serica took a USB memory stick out of her purse.
ありがとう。ついでに僕の PC に入れちゃってくれるか。
Serica looked a little confused.
珍しいね。自分の PC 触らせるなんて。
別にお前はいいよ。
She didn't seem to think much of it as she started to copy the data off. Okay, now's my chance. The RV was cramped, but there was a lot of space for storage. I pretended to make tea as I tried to find room in the top shelf. Okay. There's just enough room for one more magazine. And then I heard a phew sound like a small fart from behind me. Sorry guys, that just caught me off guard. I glanced back and saw that Sharika was using the mouse with one hand and filling with her froggy strapped with the other one. This was my chance. The froggy strap was a Sophie Vanille sold strap I won in a kitty contest when I was a kid. Wait, push this belly is supposed to go. Giro. It turned out to be an incredibly rare prize that could fetch 100,000 years at auction, but since I was a kid who didn't know any better, I gave it to Sirica as a present. Sirica seemed to really like it, and ever since he carried it with her, which, well, that was fine, but it was old and faded, and refreshed its belly. Air leaked out of its side and made a weird noise. It used to go Giro, I think, but now it just made a strange whoosh sound. Ever since she was a kid, she had a habit of fiddling with it, especially when she was nervous or focused on something. In other words, she was focused on the computer. And that was my chance to hide it. I jammed the magazine into the shelf and moved some things so she could see it.
マウンテンビューでいいか？
いいよ、もったいないじゃん。それにすぐに帰るし。はい、終了。
There were quite a few files on the screen.
結構撮ったな。 成果は？
新しい発見はなかったよ。タクは新しい共通点見つかった？
いや。
I shook my head, frustrated.
そっか。まあ気長に行こう。じゃあ明日部室で。
Just as she was about to leave, I got an idea.
あ、尾上。
I needed to double check my information. She was in theory, a
あの
girl.
さ、例えばなんだけど。ああ、なんていうか、お前が告白されたとしてさ。いや、だから例えばこう言われたらどう？誠に勝手なのですが、好きになってもいいですかって。
さっき言ってたやつ？
それはいいから。どう？
Surika thought for a second.
年下なの？その人。
え？
丁寧語だから。
That's true. Come to think of it. It was a play. Why, anyway?
年下なのかな。
Maybe.
いや、そうじゃなくて。
I mean, never mind
どう？
that. What do you think?
どうって丁寧だなって思うけど、告白されたことないからよくわかんない。
他には何か思わないか？こう素敵だなと思ったりしないか？
別に相手によるんじゃない？
あ。
Grr. What's going on here, cool cat? It would depend on the person asking the question. Of course it would.
でも告白してくれたのがタクだったら、ちょっとだけ考えちゃうかもしれない。
Surika's whisper was so soft I could barely hear it.
今なんて言った？
なんでも。
No, I didn't hear that wrong. Was cool cat right after all? No, wait. It's Surika we're talking about here. Is that possible? Usually, when you know someone since you were little, you're so close that you don't realize when they're attracted to you.
お前、僕のこと。
タクはどうなの？
どうって。
だから例えばだけど、受け止めてくれるのかって話。
She was trying to hide the fact that she was blushing, but she was staring straight at me as she waited for an answer. Was she serious? from the look of things, she was definitely serious. Really? Sharika liked me. I suddenly started to see her not as a childhood friend, but as a member of the opposite sex. Dating might not be so bad. We both knew everything about each other. But was I supposed to do that at a time like this? Was there anything about this in Cool Cat Press? That's right. There was a hit in the January 24th, 1999 edition from the column called Everything You Wanted to Know About Seducing Your Childhood Friend But Were Afraid to Ask. It was, how would you like your childhood friend to say they loved you? Number 3, softly in a love letter. 5 people. 2, an embarrassing text message. 17 people. Or work up the courage and kiss me now. 120 people. Work up the courage and kiss me now.
いや、セリカ。
Serika. I got close to Serika and softly put my hands on her shoulders. Our faces were right next to one another. Serika was beet red, but she didn't look away from me.
僕は優しい男だから大切にしてやるから。
こんな急になんてダメだよ。
Serika's lips were quivering.
お前の唇が欲しい。
Oh, Serika Adoi, my beloved. Why did I not notice your beauty? I know this is extraordinarily selfish of me, but may I fall in love with you? No, I've already fallen in love with you.
タク、
And then I kissed her.
キスして。私の唇を。
She whispered in a quivering voice, and I couldn't control myself any longer. And then we kissed. The end.
500円ちょうだい。
Huh? She won 500 yen for a kiss? What the? Just 500 yen? Huh? No way, calm down. Get a hold of yourself. This is just a simulation. This isn't what happened in real life. It could. Shidaka wasn't that type of girl. I took a deep breath and took out my heart.
500円って何の話？
これ忘れてた。
She showed me the paper bag she was holding.
さっきそこでゲンさんに会ったの。タクにいつものだって言って渡してくれって。特価で500円でいいって立て替えたの。
いつもの？
Oh, confused I look. I took the bag from her. Jen's usual change every time I talked to him, so I couldn't count on it. Or was it today? That drunk old bastard.
何いつものって。
なんでもない。ほら、500円。
I forced 500 yen into her hand. Ignore her persistent question. I led her to the door.
明日、学校で。データはありがとう。助かった。
分かったよ。
Reluctantly, she left my room. Phew. Dang it. Sure, this is what I always bought from again. But the information in the last one was no good. What the heck was a cool cat anyway? A cool cat? Is it cold because it was dead? Hmm. 100 ways to secretly show your sexy side.
じゃない。
I need to try this too. But I had so many of them now, I was running out of room on the top shelf. When I tried to force it in, a mountain of old papers came falling out. Damn it. No room. Huh. What's this? It was an old scrapbook about the murders that had occurred 6 years ago in Shibuya. I bought it from Gen to come to think of it. I'd already scanned it, but had forgotten to throw out the original. How could I, of all people, to be so lax with information? I just have to bundle it up with the rest of my collection. My eyes lingered for a second on the page. Come to think of it, I quickly ran over to my PC. I opened the files in the case that I'd been looking for.
マジか。
My words were a whisper. I looked back at that old scrapbook and then compared it to the data on the PC. There was no doubt. I kept looking at it, and it kept saying the same thing. But this, if my hypothesis was right.
警察も気がついてないぞ。
Boom, 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 boom. Chibbidi-boo.
この時はまだ
At this point,
力士シールはごく一部で話題になっているくらいのものでしかなかった。一体誰が予想できる？こんな気味の悪いシールが後に世界を揺るがす大事件の。んで、これが今月の7日に起きた事件の週刊誌。
Okay, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, fire track award that like button, hit subscribe if you're new, and thank you for watching. It means a lot. It'll be like the narration I did, probably. Even though I messed up. But I'm gonna do more probably later on, like probably later this week coming up probably. Hope you guys are staying out of trouble, you know, taking care of yourselves and each other and everyone around you. Make sure no one's out of the line. But anyways, my fellow gamers and anime lovers, come through if you want. Say hi. And subscribe if you're new. But like I said, we're gonna have a great time. My playlist is on my channel. Hope I'll get back to it when I get to. So hope everybody is not that bored. I think, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments down below, which is your favorite anime. That's the question of the day. You know what? Before I end this, every other videos, I'm gonna ask a question. So I can get to know y'all can get to know me. So I'll answer by doing the video of top 10s or discussions of any subject that you want to talk about. So let me know what subject do you want me talking about, which news do you want me talking about, or any other channel, or no, not any other channel, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll probably put up a video probably today with either the captain, full buddy, or control, or something else. But anyways, bye guys. I'm about to get out of here. I'll finish this up probably next week coming up. So I'll see you guys. Thank you for watching. Chase your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you not to. So, bye guys. And yeah, my friends. And have a safe winter. Oh, and be safe out there. Don't go driving crazy. I mean it. So, India, my friends. Bye. And thank you for watching. It means a lot to me if you interact with my channel and say hi once in a while, or talk about anime, talking about video games, talking about anything you want, on comments down below. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later.